Hi, folks. We are extremely pleased to have with us today Carl Richards, author called The Sketch Guy in the New York Times, and he is a contributing editor to their financial section for more than 10 years and has found the way of making complex illustrations into sketch form and make them very easily understandable.
There are some rules of thumb when it comes to investing or budgeting or spending. There are some rules of thumb, but we know the rules of thumb they aren't the right answer for almost anyone. You know what I mean? Like they're the average answer, but almost no one is average. And so the work that you get to do, you get the benefit, and your clients and the people you work with get the benefit of diving into that complexity a bit, understanding it, and then you get to come out the other side and say, given all of this, right? This is what we would do, and narrow it down. And so it should feel simple. And the problem with the financial services industry, speaking broadly, and this is true all around the world, the financial services industry thinks complexity is a selling tool, right? And so you know the difference when you run into somebody, at least in my mind, I know the difference between a real financial advisor or planner and the industry when they're actually trying to make things simpler, because the industry is trying to make things more complex. And you know the difference for sure. So it's really refreshing to work with people who understand that.
Yeah, we are known for, our industry, I should say, is known for making really complex ideas, which there are for sure, seem even more complex to make us look smart, as opposed to make it understandable for the people who this service or product is needed by. When I wrote my book, No Shortcuts, I tried that same thing, to make short, illustrative chapters so that you could understand a very basic principle quite easily, quite simply. And you've done that so elegantly with your sketches. And we certainly are now the benefactors of receiving that great work with this book, volume 1, that we have in our possession.
Yeah, well, thanks, Brad. I've always loved, like, the cover of your book is one of my favorite covers.
Oh, thank you.
Right, like just super simple. And I think what people start to realize real quickly is, at least people who understand nuance, is, geez, that was a lot of hard work, right? Like, and our clients, like, sure, we may have an occasional engineer client, stereotypically, right, that really wants to go through all of it. But most people just want to be taken there, like, hey, here's the simple version. Because back to life, you know, we've all got to go home and figure out which dishwasher to buy, you know, what shoes to buy for the kids. And every single one of those decisions suddenly, partially because of what's called the tyranny of choice, partially, or the paradox of choice, because we all have so many choices now. If we can have one thing, particularly one thing super important to us, that somebody will finally make simple for us in a way that's applicable and relevant to us, I mean, what's that worth?
And it's the same reason when I go to my doctor, I don't need him to unload 10 years of medical school on me. I'd like a prescription for my cough. I want to get to that end destination, right? I want to feel healthy. And that's what we're trying to do, is make people feel financially healthy. So thanks for your time here, Carl. Absolutely loved it. So much good wisdom. Thanks for your time.
Pleasure, Steve. Thank you. Thanks, Brad.